What is up, everybody? Metal Biker Dude coming at you here. I have a patron over at Patreon, and he wanted me to check out some of his original material. Now, at first I was a little hesitant because I did one from Acclimate, who was over on Twitter, and he was hitting me up about it. And, I wasn't sure this is a trend I wanted to start. But, first of all, Mythic has been a very loyal subscriber over at Patreon. I appreciate that. The one thing that I want to make sure that I'm clear about here is I don't mind doing original content. Sometimes you can find some gems. You really can. And but the problem with it is that you have to understand, and I think you guys know me well enough to know, I'm going to keep it real. And if I don't like it, you're going to hear it. And I can tell you, as a longtime musician / artist, it's very, very difficult sometimes to hear the truth. And your first reaction is, you don't understand, or, you're not hearing what you're supposed to hear, or, the excuses of, well, that's because of this. And, all I have is what's in front of me and my opinion to give to you. So going forward, anybody that wants me to listen to some original stuff, understand you're going to get the truth. And, Patreon, over at Patreon, or Twitter follower, YouTube subscriber, Instagram follower, it doesn't matter. I know I'm going to lose you as a subscriber, and I'm okay with that. Okay. My word and my reputation of keeping that word is much more important to me than anything. So, just going forward, guys, if you hit me up for something, you better expect the truth. So, anyway, with that said, we're going to listen to this, and it is 32 minutes long. So, my instinct is to cut this up. I know Mythic does not want me to do that, and he contacted who he needed to contact about, worrying about copyright stuff and all that stuff. I'm less concerned about that than I am about, by the way, I've taken care of a couple of my copyright strikes, so I'm in the clear for now. My concern is, for my subscribers to YouTube. I don't want to inundate you guys with this stuff. But I'll make that decision at the end, and I guess you guys notice whether it's 32 and 35 seconds long when I post it. But anyway, so let's do this. Oh, by the way, it's Mythic action figures. I'm going to put a description and a link. I'm sorry. I was living in the young days. I'm forgetting the original one. Wouldn't spend a minute in the cold when the sun rays. Life's coming and it's telling you to fundraise. Losing all your clarity. I'm serious. It's a maze. It's looking appealing. The basin. What a sick follow. That feeling amazing. I'm on a 12 is what it's seeming. Nothing off to the clock, and when I see him, I blame him. Or maybe I just miss being lazy. These days seem so much effing tougher what I'm facing. I'm chasing golden days and soon I'm turning 18. It's crazy, thinking of myself a little baby. Bashed around like a bumper car, so I never keep a best friend's number. Fuck, then ask these bumper clocks, what do you make of me? It's best to learn from your enemies, and plus it's entertaining. See, to do this solo with us took off, but this music got me bouncing like a football. And anyone who's laughing, they have took balls. I'd be bigger than those motherfuckers if I stood a foot tall. All I'd want for Christmas was some dinosaurs.
All I'm wanting now is not to cry no more. I'm so sick of the bullshit the Minotaurs, but my goal is clear as day, is what I'm trying for. Now I gotta juggle all of these facts and figures. I wanna lock myself away and play with action figures. I wanna meet the one on top who got the action fingers. It feels like something's got a hold of me. Well, I guess that actually figures. Let's keep it running like a marathon. When I was glued to cartoons for hours long, but I guess nothing lasts forever because now it's gone. Same way I'm visiting the grave which I put flowers on. Hold me like a...
Okay. So this is a little unexpected. It's not at all. I was assuming this is going to be much more of a hip hop type. This is kind of a brushing on the shades of a few genres, including industrial. Now, as a lot of you guys know, I am a producer, and what I do for a living is I do a lot of mastering for some radio stations in Michigan, and I also do some voiceover work and a couple jingles here and there. So I do this for a living. I've been a musician my whole life, and I'm pretty familiar with a lot of genres if I hear them. You know, I'm not well versed in industrial at all, but I know that there's some shades of that in here, while at the same time there's some rap and, you know, I guess a bit of a hip hop vibe. But I just wanted to make sure that everybody's clear here on what it is that I'm hearing so far. So
Javelin, rolling with my faculty, coasting as I'm strapping in. Moments at the back of me, lonely is so sad to me. Broski and we glad to be boasting and we toasting every moment. How this happened me? Don't you make decisions like they're hobbies called. You're gonna be a toy soldier or a Barbie doll, a fake Mario Kart will get you hardly so far. But shit, I loved Hot Wheels and Mario Kart. It's like that. I'm bringing it back, y'all, to a place in time on the track, y'all. And just picture whoever you need chilling with ya. All them lovely feelings, they gon' hit ya. Oh, we need a mixture, some Floyd Blitz. Let them deploy hits, whatever they do, it won't destroy this. I know life now can be annoying when all that's to our names is just a tag of unemployment. Remember VCR where I played tapes, or the memories of younger homies doing mini play dates. Ain't it funny time plays dates, cause once it moves to its 24, it just up and vacates. But sometimes it's nice to me, it's frightening, cause I believe that I could be just like a strike of lightning, just with the way that I rhyme. Cause as the old saying goes, well, this is my time. The young days, wish I had a time machine. For the young days, the young days, the young days, wish I had a time machine. For the young days.
okay, so I'm guessing this is like an EP thing, because it sounds like it's going into another song. The first song for me was okay. It had some potential, but personally, you know, and I want to go back to kind of what I was saying in the beginning, which is I got to keep it real. And if you're going to send me something original content, make sure that it's a final product. Now, I see it says full mixtape on here. So I'm guessing that this wasn't, well, I'm not guessing, it wasn't mastered. And it really wasn't produced correctly. As far as the content of the music went, I didn't think it was bad at all. But you definitely need somebody to produce this for you, and absolutely 100% need somebody to master it. There's a lot of work to be done there. But as far as the song itself went, I was good with it. Right on.
dance floor. Break your matter down like when I wrote with pencil. Life can be so damn emotional, so I tore down the slow jam a dope piano. The flow melodic, the right beat to make you go psychotic. Can't see my skills if you go to college. Won't know the knowledge. I will not be left forever as the broken tonnage. Throw caution to the wind when I try to stop. I guess it's what they call a little Irish love. I know it helps you when you can confide in love, but in the blink of an eye, man, your time is up. Excuse me, cause I'm on my diamond penmanship. With every sound and line right as I intended it. So rhythmic, keep remembering that I get on my grind and then I reap the benefits. Yeah, no more pulling out my hair. No guess, no stress, no warfare. No test, no best, no ordeal. Think that I'm be happy for real. And when you're feeling reckless, check this. Hold on, I want a sentimental breakfast necklace. We'll all see the end, take the bestest exits. Until I see my dream and I'ma check this checklist, cause no, no words. 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 In life ain't got space to blink passes. Still I gotta slow me down and drink glasses. You bet not rewind and think fast, cause they're in short supply of nice caskets. I can feel the change it hit. If they don't make ends, I don't stay complacent. Which one of you backstab fake friends? Just take the fifth. Don't try to tame the snakes, cause time flies when you're wasting it. People put up an elite defense. Everybody takes out, but I don't seat the fence. And usually it's so petty, like a beef for friends. But people never let it go like they don't seat the tents. Me, I'm just feeling no worries. If you don't got what you promised, no hurries. I'ma do me with peace and no flurries. All that I need is hit the ghost berries. So if I fail, it's an honest mistake. I'll be a gunner and say, bringing some under the name. This verse is far below. This here was all in my aim. If I don't garner my strength, I'll never harness the fame. So no, no words. No, no words. No, no words. No, no words.
Okay. This song here was not really my cup of tea. With that said, I could see how this could have some appeal to people that like this kind of music. Again, we gotta Mythic. I'm just gonna come straight with you. If you need some help with mixing and mastering this thing, we'll talk. Because it desperately needs some help there, and that's holding you back in a big way. We need a little more punch in this. But and let's go to the next one here.
They're telling me to give it just a little of time. To give it just a little of time. They're telling me to give it just a little of time. But I admitted it'd be a little nice to rewind. It'd be a little nice to rewind. It'd be a little nice to rewind. Just like this. Kicking down snowman, so mad to recapture that moment. Romance looking happy and we own it. Profound grass beat, make it frozen. Slow dance, The jig is up, no facade. I've been tricked, I've been robbed, I've been falling apart. Got these holes in my heart, soon these beats gon' fall. I know one day this place is gonna seem so small, but I need a medic for profanity. I'll be calling out for help, I almost hope nobody answers me. It's this insanity, got me locked up. These guys is open action, I guess all they know shotguns. Whatever happened to feelings of real love? Whatever happened to compassion you'd speak of? Whatever happened to just blasting a speaker? Whatever happened to it's mad and it's weak, cause one more time going over again. To me nothing in the world can be colder than friends, but there's nobody else that got your back like that. Not another in the world that can act like that. And there ain't another girl that I'd rather give love to. The one from the jump who know it's above you. So So in this whole planet, go and see what some love do. Those who broke bad, I don't need you and fuck you. Cause all the bad guys multiply today. I guess not everything gets wiped away. But look at me now, I feel alright today. And look what I created despite today. This whole story's just a battle to me. And there's a lot of times it don't matter to me. But now it truly is just matter to me. I made it this far and nobody's damaging me. But if I could relive the moments when we made promises up to the ceiling and woven, well, I look back and smile just to see things respoken. Cause I would not exist without I'm beating or going. Me and the music, well, I guess it's implying love. I'm speaking fluent and having the time of my life. I'm crazy, or maybe I'm almost. But is there any person made a difference was normal? Magically, I say I'm this balance being. Knowing life is challenging, but you can get the gold if you're balancing. I have to be free from any chains on my shackle feet. Drastically, know that I can do this, but I'm panicking. Witness people captured, it's so sad to see. This is not the way things can change, it's a tragedy. Do not badger me, and I won't badger you mentality. Think I'm losing grip, losing it, and at this point I'm fucking dangling. So I hit up my friends, tell them take this melody. My only proposition is we make more memories. It only takes one mind to make something sublime. So don't spend your life behind the lines, I'm confined. Sun shines, fun times, blurting out some dumb rhymes. So listen to my people tell you all it takes is one time. Damn, I seem to stumble every step that I take, but I'm telling you the truth with every breath I intake. Sing it. All the bad guys multiply today. I guess not everything gets wiped away, but look at me now, I feel alright today. And look what I created despite today. This whole story's just a battle to me. And there's a lot of times it don't matter to me. But now it truly is just matter to me. I made it this far and nobody's damaging me.
Okay, you know what, guys? Hang on one second. I'll be right back. You're not going to notice it, but I have to take a cough break. I've been a little under the weather here, so hang on one second. Okay, sorry about that. So the last song, I actually kind of liked it. It was really different, kind of refreshing in a sense. And lyrically, I liked it. And I kind of see where he's going here, lyrically with some of the stuff, which is kind of cool. Yeah, I kind of like that one. So let's go.
We fall no matter what it takes to see them better days. Yeah, you can get away, and we run, we fall no matter what it takes to see them better days. Give thought, opinions crisscross. Every day saw another jigsaw. When the music plays, it makes sense to me. Like, yeah, the grass is green, evidentially. I think you shit the odd time, kicking it the odd rhyme. Picture my friend's predicaments, one of us God finding music for mad fools. We're losing our damn cool. Pain goes two ways, abuse of a man's tooth. So exhale and get checks met. I know I get spelled thinking like this. We inhale, then exhale, move on to the next step. Give me all the intel, tell me did you check me? Do you feel your inhale? Dropped you on a get bail, matter if you win bail. Talking like this, so we just exhale then inhale. Working hard, I put my back into it. Following my dream, goddamn if raps could do it. Well, that'd be great. Wonder can we escape? Wonder can we split paths for calamity's sake? Damn, I keep fuel burning, yeah, I'm just progressing. To start this shit, man, I just protest it. Eat my words and then just digest them. Is this epiphany or is it just a lesson? Whoa, no matter what you're going through, remind the fact that you can escape. Let me rewind it back. You can get away. We run, we fall, no matter what it takes to see them better days. Yeah, you can get away, and we run, we fall, no matter what it takes to see them better days. You can get away, we run, we fall, no matter what it takes to see them better days. Yeah, you can get away, and we run, we fall, no matter what it takes to see see them better. My mission is manning my thoughts, written and padding my balls with the fanatic transform. Vision is static, you talk shit, betting backing it up. Fucking and packaging it up, sit in the back of a truck, chilling and laughing it up. Just say goodbye to all your shit, you know the feeling that you get when the thought just hits. You know the feeling that reminds you that everything's meant to be. Reassurance that the past is destiny. Forget it all, put the feeling in practice. On the better things, remember, never walk backwards. Get animated, cause we action figures. Give them a run for the money when you reacted. Lingers up. But this plastic's fantastic. Fuck the motherfucking bombastic. Can get your ass kicked, some could treat you like fucking zero. But it's up to you, choose junk or hero. You can get away. We run, we fall, no matter what it takes to see them better days. Yeah, you can get away, and we run, we fall, no matter what it takes to see them better days.
I like that. That one had a lot of potential. Out of all of the songs I've heard so far, that one clearly had the most potential that I've heard. With a little bit more production in there, I could see that one doing very well for you. Yeah, I like that. I like that one a lot. Right on. 1 second, guys. Okay, sorry about that, guys. I'm back. So let's go. I like that last one though. By the way, the keyboard in this, and I've been listening to all of the instruments, the keyboard in this has been very good. I like it's got like this, it's setting a scene a lot of times, which is really good. I like that.
Was in taser range, my head was going loco. Sometimes I wonder, are these days arranged? And if I found my calendar, could I change their place? Yeah, I'd rearrange to the times involving.
By the way, Mythic, are you English? I'm sorry, it's something's coming through there, some kind of accent and accent to me, and I'm not sure if you told me that or not. So let me know.
You put the world on a record, scratch it back, revolve it. You so damn dangerous. Used to give me advice, it was the thing to trust. Yeah, it was bang or bust, could it untangle us? Couldn't turn my head to look from different angles. Must have been that meant to be. I figured mentally you were sent to me. Got this band with me and sentimentally wrote you this letter. Got no more dope in my leather. The drugs have broken the tether. I really hope you get better. And what I promise is this, is that I wasn't the snitch. Lord, lay me down in a ditch. I'm being honest as shit. I know something you don't know, and I got something to tell you. Yeah, I know something you don't know, and I got something to tell you. I know something you don't know, and I got something to tell you. Yeah, I know something you don't know, and I got something to tell you. We used to eat our porridge in that new flat. You would sing, I would rap. We were messing with that boom bap, and we knew that when the sun went down, we would dress for Halloween. But now orange is the new black. We were too lost. I used to bump me and my girlfriend, yeah, that too. Park, you never knew who thought I cannot move on. I've been comfort eating, but now all the food gone. I should have never used you as a fucking coupon. Sent you out to get my weed, suddenly you gone. Never knew it all was rigged, never knew if all the pigs you were a contortionist. But I was doing all the tricks, see the proof is in the pudding. Cause I baked it home, cooking at it, Stacy. But I trust you, no, I fucking love you, don't blame me. Smell flowers, Daisy, what I say's true. Cause I saved me, so I could save you. Now you know nothing I don't know, so I got nothing to tell you. Yeah, you know nothing I don't know, and I got nothing to tell you. Now you know nothing I don't know, so I got nothing to tell you. Yeah, you know nothing I don't know, and I got nothing to tell you.
Okay. That wasn't bad. Again, on that one, I'm not sure that was necessarily my cup of tea, but so we're morphing into something here.
Your Honor, there's some shit that I ponder. Got these feelings all barred. A lot of things have come and got in my door. There's not one upon this fella did. Turner for Kush got me hella pissed. Wanna say too much, but I wanna tell him this. Ever since you went in my house, I had this feeling soon as you stepped in the building that you'd be a pain. Couldn't live with one now. There's no taking back what you did. Took my daisy, sugar hack for the shit and thrown away like trash in the bin. Now she's caged up in 4 walls. I raised her 4 walls so some can lock her up and throw away the doorknob. That's so broke, all of this over some dough. My feelings are related, they stone cold. Yesterday I got this letter from the prison. Never read it yet, the subject's so delicate. No matter what it says, I still blame you for the hell she's in. Nothing else I can do now, except recite these words to you now. Here's what she wrote. I'm sorry, Dad, I know I've disappointed you, and I'm sorry, Brian, I know that I have scored you too. I'm about to let you know about my confidence to be thrown around, but know that I love you, Dad. That's not a thing you going down now, Brian. I know you didn't snitch, I know you wouldn't dump that shit on me. I know you had something for me, and I also had the itch on. There was something between us, connection stronger than telekinesis. But it all stems back to the one night that we stayed up all night high and we were freaking out, cause we were getting closer to finding reasons to spread our relationship. We seemed to have more ease, but I'll never forget how you squeezed my hand so tightly. That might be reminding me of Mom and how she loved me like she put my life in front of her own. And that's what caused the fight scene inside my head. It was caused so bad, I was ready to be with you or leave instead. Mom died from illness, Dad knows cause he still regrets that decision to not have the doctor examine her head. She'd be fine, he said, don't worry about it, but now she's dead. And I never wanna go through that again. But I feel how it's odd, a ton of shame, but to be completely honest, I am the one to blame. I couldn't take the shot, it wasn't fun to aim, so I sold the button, called the cops on myself to run from pain.
Not bad. This is really a lot different than any music I've really listened to on a serious level. So I'm trying to absorb as much as I can, and I'm going to probably give you more thoughts on the end at the end here.
Moving from my family to family, I said I'm sorry, no, my head is foggy, needing clarity. Constant complications, they have married me, carried me. I need a moment, meeting nicotine out on the balcony. Handshakes, the feelings are subliminal, requirements to fit it down to a minimum. I knew I weren't invisible, I'm running like a thief, but it don't mean that I'm a criminal. Understand me? On the road I can't apologize, guess from the cousins you'd swear the car was monetized. Catching up I see the honest eyes, plus where the sorrow lies. People that I trust with the polished pride. Yeah, I was never that conformative, didn't deal with all of it, rather gone that boring shit. Cause life is like a tournament, I'm going for the gold and I ain't trying to be no ornament. We're attracted as magnets, that's why I hate apologies through internet access. Oh, that gets me anxious, frustration it maxes. Time away is good, but believe me it taxes. And that's just a factor, cause I'm coming back stressed. They're either some actors or playing the actress. Rules to being real must be spoken in accents. Translation's a challenge, but I have learned in my language. And when I made the boast in my adolescence, hope my mother never meant to give a bad impression. Or my father cause he helped me with the panic sweating. Feeling down and he would take me to a lavish setting. I was mad with question, I was savage stepping. I was venting through the music like I had a weapon. I had the sadness kept it, nearly madness crept it. See, that's why I started all the fucking ballad telling. Dear mama, that song was real love to us. Helped us appreciate all the time she was loving us. Helped us understand it had to happen, wasn't up to us. When it all gets quiet, these are things I wanna run to, cause them devils got me nicked up and stressed out. He used to own his home, he gon' be a guest now. Still love the both of them, what is this a test now? Fucking A, cause after all I'm feeling blessed. Wow, whoa. It's strange to see no birds in the sky, yeah. It's strange to see no birds in the sky, yeah. It's strange to see no birds in the sky, yeah. I guess I must just be higher. It's strange to see no birds in the sky, yeah. It's strange to see no birds in the sky, yeah. It's strange to see no birds in the sky, yeah. I guess I must just be higher.
I gotta tell you, that one was definitely something I would never normally listen to, but it was done really well with the scenery and the mood set. I like that part. Definitely set a scene for you, and you were kind of almost forced to feel that scene. So good work on that. Right on. 1 second.
Today I saw a shooting star. I swear it's like a portal open up for me. I talked to God, I knew it was important, and I only had one wish. I wish for this, I wish for this, and now look at what I'm spitting. What a time to get wasted. Let's just try to chill, cause we can't face shit. Smashed the buzz so much that the doctor called it quits. I'm ballin', bitch, I'm ballin', bitch. More hope than the morning is.
Walked out the door to listen to the dropping rain. I hear my heartbeat jam a song to which the words I try obtain. The moonlight called the cops and said that I lost my sanity. That snitch better shut his mouth before we reach fatality. Let's waste our time rooting hell, stargazing. Ringers like calls from my mind's raising. Heart pacing, it can't keep up. Chasing a high, I can't keep up. Trying to get by, my driveway's curving. 10% man, 90% herb, and it's all the and there is no more run through my blood, only highlights run through my veins. These sidewalks are my closest friend, cause they say they will never betray me. When I take a fall, they're there to save me. My mom would kill me if she knew what I was at. Something down the streets like a fucking acrobat, spewing my guts out, it's a good night for me. These trees bow to me like your majesty. The wind whistling such a playful tune, I could sing along till I reach my tomb. These stars are my army, my own platoon, and we'll march together till the morning's noon. No storm strong enough to drown me now. My nirvana is what I found. Roll another blunt, grab another drink, just kick my feet up, head high and sing.
What a time to get wasted. Let's just try to chill, cause we can't face shit. Smashed the buzz so much that the doctor called it quits. I'm ballin', bitch, I'm ballin', bitch. More hope than the morning is. What a time to get wasted. Let's just try to chill, cause we can't face shit. Smashed the buzz so much that the doctor called it quits. I'm ballin', bitch, I'm ballin', bitch. More hope than the morning is. A melody heavenly, love skin color ebony. Play games and gamble, we win all our family run. Spend the fee, fucking spend on all your money. Live for the mode, let the music embellish me. Six in the mode, taking its puffin' so steady. Sits I know like the sticks and the stones. Addict to my don't know. One thing is telling me, this how I know that everything's meant to be. And what a time to get wasted. I should drop a dime about the time that it's taken. I should drop around for every time that they say shit. They should cop a fine for every time that they fake it. Lit up by the night lights sublime, so I'll face it. Let the way the right kind of shine is invasive. Homies with the light mind and mind make the statement. And I get sentimental every time we gon' make it. Feeling the green like the CeeLo. Feeling so clean on the screen like De Niro. We make a scene like the green light is being broke. You never seen like so we like a mirror. I am deluded, polluted, I'm brewist. Got no excuses, I'm future but truest. Flu running through us, got rhythm after us. Who gon' hurt we when we not looking after us? Look at the Atlas, then the stars. I'm looking after us up to the gods. Let me proceed to stargaze. I've been making wishes on both need this arcade. That we call existence a hope need this bar raid. Notice me and when they do please move the barcades. Maybe this is art or just la-di-da-di. Only overthinking, let's proceed to party. Time to get wasted. Let's just try to chill, cause we can't face shit. Smash the buzz so much that the doctor called it quits. I'm ballin', bitch, I'm ballin', bitch. More hope than the morning is. What a time to get wasted. Let's just try to chill, cause we can't face shit. Smash the buzz so much that the doctor called it quits. I'm ballin', bitch, I'm ballin', bitch. More hope than the morning is.
Not bad. That last song had a good hook.
Long time, and it's overdue. So this one's for the squadron, right? Here we go. Man, I'm a clown, I hang around with them. Topping people who can rest, but can count to 10. We're stuck in the box, no countering. I gotta fight my way out, cause I'm bound to win. Man, I'm a clown, I hang around with them. Topping people who can rest, but can count to 10. We're stuck in the box, no countering. I gotta fight my way out, cause I'm bound to win. Frozen music, I was coma sitting, while my whole head was spinning like the solar system. So I took a break from beat breaks, I didn't need to vent. And I know that doesn't even make sense. Oh, no, it doesn't even make sense. But we're never under stress when screaming on the set. Drinking got me making speeches like I'm the best, and I forget the rest. But I'm in a mafia full of potholes, but I'm tiptoeing where I'm going, catching feelings for this feeling. I got those popping midnight sacks with the nachos, and we're down in all the shots with the thieves and the bottles. So if you need a reason to keep on going, then look no further, the key door's open. But if your life's inside, then you really gotta close up, cause something much cooler comes over, gets closer at hand. Sometimes I feel like I'm stuck in a box, screwing with the walls, that's the nuts and the bars. I try to make it out when I shake and I crack, but the more I break the box, the more I break in my back. Now tear the walls and I'm seeing the light, but tape up the tears and I'm seeing the night. When I try to rest, it's sleep paralysis. The boss is back, no cheat code, the damaging motherfucker. It's been a long time, but let's get right into it. I put my mind into it, I put my mind into it. Like I swim in gasoline, just ignite the fluid. Cause I'm fully done with making vows. So who's gonna bring home the bacon now? It's the big Mythic, got you saying how. Stuck in a box, but I'm breaking out. Might have stayed in the bestest way. Woke up in the same clothes as yesterday. I said we gotta win, so you better play. Cause I'm just a bomb without detonate. Hey, and grab it just when you rap again. Call me over, tell me when the bit is happening. Put yourself right back on the map again. I'ma smile and we'll see who's laughing then. I lost money, but I guess it was some loose change. And commitments are heavy, I gotta lose weight. Trying to write these lines for days, my mind's amazed. Knowing that you love me, I'm amazed. So when I sat down and I wrote these lyrics, I knew you would listen, I know you'd hear it. So if it ain't bliss, then I don't really need it. But over my shoulder is an unholy spirit screaming. Sometimes I feel like I'm stuck in a box, screwing with the walls, that's the nuts and the bars. I try to make it out when I shake and I crack, but the more I break the box, the more I break in my back. Now tear the walls and I'm seeing the light, but tape up the tears and I'm seeing the night. When I try to rest, it's sleep paralysis. The boss is back, no cheat code, the damaging motherfucker. Like Y2K, yeah, I'm up in the mix, I'm a problem, but there's nothing to fix. All I need is mud and some bricks, cause I lit a fire with a couple of sticks. Got no time for the fakes, the actors come towards me and I'll send them backwards. Cast away, catastrophe, the banisher, like I'm the boss, no cheat code, the damaging motherfucker.
Okay, that song had so much potential. And this is exactly what I'm talking about when I talk about production. That song had a tremendous amount of potential. I'm at the 2850 mark there. Okay, I'm going to back this up here a little bit, and I'm going to explain to you what I'm talking about.
I lost money, but I guess it was some loose change. And commitments are heavy, I gotta lose weight. Trying to write these lines for days, my mind's amazed. Knowing that you love me, I'm amazed. So boom. When I sat down,
there should have been something right there that just exploded. And that's where you take it from potential to big. All right. I kept waiting for that to happen, and it didn't happen. And it was right there for the picking. It was a bit of a missed opportunity. With that said, that was a very well written song, and if you just made a few changes, especially when it comes to the production of it, lyrically, you're doing really well throughout the whole thing. But I'll say that for the end, but I just wanted to point out to you exactly what a producer's going to want to do with something like this. I'm not sure who produced this for you, and I'm not knocking their work, but there were so many moments within this album that were missed opportunities that could have just taken it to a whole new level. And I'm assuming that you're using a lot of loops in this.
Oh yes, I'm rolling, moving to bigger places. People are so surprised and I'm seeing it in their faces. He is not that courageous, he has not got the hot sound. Really, I filled the pages and got the rhythm on lockdown. Knocking up both your socks, now paying homage to pop. Now zeroing on the clock, now let the melody talk. Now nothing can get me top down, feeling this from the top down. I am right in the spot, now I'ma go and get knocked out. I really wish you could be seeing what I'm seeing. Do away with the demons, just praying it just this evening. Finished up all my grieving, a being without no feeling. Only thing that I hold on to, the fact that I still believe in, but
can't hear you breathing. You must be gone.
the music is treating me like I'm royalty. Devil should be avoiding me. My head is like a kettle, won't settle. I think it's boiling better than holy royalties. My thoughts just make the panic, and it's always to the side of my mind, just like my headaches. And as time moves on, I'm treating my connection with the moment as a loose bomb. For the time ain't handed out no coupon. I feel I win the lottery with every new song. All those moments meant to be yes I remember. A fire can be set off just by a single ember. See, I could never tell you where I'll end up, cause I'm an action figure built for something bigger than the end of.
Heard you seen him. Now what's the meaning?
Okay, I know you're probably going to kill me for this, Mythic, but I'm going to talk over this a little bit here. It just in the interest of time. So, you know, there were so many spots where I wasn't feeling it. And then there were so many spots where I was like, wow, this is really good. And then there were so many spots where I was like, oh my God, you're missing these key elements. You know, these moments to where you could just take it to a new level. And there were a couple of songs on there, and I'll be honest with you, if I had a track list, and I don't know if there's one in the description or not, but if I had a track list, there were two songs in there that I would have dinged. The one was where I pointed out that missed opportunity there, and then there was one just slightly before the halfway mark. I can't remember the name of it right now, but you've got something here, Mythic. You do. It just needs maybe either a set of fresh ears, but it certainly needs some production. Lyrically, I thought you were really good. You made some really good points within staying within the framework of your song. And then you have songs like the very last song to where it didn't go together. It was just completely wrong for the song. The little the guitar work thing, and I'm guessing most of these what you're using here were loops. That's what it sounds like to me, which is fine. Everybody uses loops. It's fine. I've used loops on occasion, but the loop that you used, which is it sounds like a guitar going through a flanger and a Leslie. And a Leslie is a rotating speaker, and there's ways of simulating that. There's simulations for those. Anyway, that sounded cool and everything. Especially with the acoustic guitar, everything's in the same key and all that stuff. But lyrically, and your approach to it lyrically was just. It was missing. It wasn't there. And I'm not saying that the lyrics weren't good, because they were. And I'm not saying that the approach to it wasn't good. It just didn't belong in that particular background. This was a bit of a roller coaster for me, because there were a couple songs where I'm just like, man, I'm just not feeling this. And there were a couple songs I'm like, wow, this has a lot of potential. Clearly, this is some kind of a demo or something of that nature. And again, if you want some help with it, I'm more than happy to help you. But if you had a little bit more experience with the production of it, I think you could just take this to a new strata. I really do, because I think there's a lot of potential there. So there was 2 songs in there, and I'm sorry I don't have the names of them. If I did, there's 2 songs in there I would have dinged. So we'll go ahead and ding on 2 of those songs. The rest of them, there were some in there that were pretty good. And then there were a couple in there that I just wasn't feeling, especially towards the beginning and then the last song. I think it was the first 2 songs, and then the last song I was just struggling with. But the rest of it was pretty good. So that's my thoughts for it. Again, you guys, I don't mind doing this. You want me to do some original content, I'm good with that. Just understand that, I have to be honest. That's the only way I can do it. Otherwise, I start losing credibility with my subscribers, and my subscribers know me well enough to know, most of them do know me well enough to know that, if there's something that I'm not feeling, I'm going to tell you I'm not feeling it. So, but anyway, that's all I got for you, Mythic, and I hope everybody else out there enjoyed it. Again, I'm going to put the original link of this mixtape in the description below, so you guys can go check it out if you want to. And that's it. Metal Biker Dude, peace.